Hi everyone, welcome to the Monday Live Angel message and a bit of an energy update today. And I'm talking to you about the week ahead, what the angels' messages are for us this week, and also just giving you an insight about why so much stuff is coming up for clearing. And it's like there are layers of past pain, grief, fear, even past experiences that are showing up right now. And it's like the energy is just illuminating them, or as if they've become really charged up all of a sudden. And you might be feeling that past pain, that grief, sadness, worry, anxiety, or just these old experiences popping up for you and just wondering, like, why is this happening? And there's a really good reason for it. So both Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron are the angels that are working with us on this at the moment. And what they're telling me is that we're going through this kind of energetic leap where we have this opportunity to let go of things that link us to old versions of ourselves. So old versions of you. So every time you go through a challenge or you learn something new or you have a spiritual awakening, you become a different person in a way. You know, you shed old beliefs. So someone that might have once upon a time never believed in angels or never believed in signs or that there was, an intelligent universe or a divine presence, and then they discover that's true for themselves through their own experiences and their own feelings, then that old belief system that kept them stuck in it isn't going to happen to me, has to die away. And that often happens naturally. But when we go through big important life lessons, and often and sadly that involves us going through something painful, because often a lot of the time humans don't like change, so we tend to only change when things get really painful and we've got no other choice. So we go through this heartache, this heartbreak, this trauma, this grief. And there's a little bit of us, maybe we can call that our ego, that doesn't want to shift. It doesn't want to change. It wants to stay in the state of being powerless. I'm a victim. It's not my fault. I don't have enough. I'm not good enough. I'm unworthy. All of these negative beliefs that we've picked up along the way, these fear-based ways of thinking and believing in ourselves and the world. So that little part of us doesn't want to let that go. So we don't fully close the circle on the healing. And that leaves us still corded. So you can imagine that every situation, every experience, every painful emotion, every heartache of a relationship that you've been through, maybe a trauma, you've got a cord, and it's like an energetic roadway or a path that links you to that situation. Now, if you've gone through in the last few years, which so many light workers have, is that we've gone through some really tough experiences and they've been one on top of the other. Like I've had my fair share too. Then we've got kind of like this tangled spaghetti thing in front of us with all of these different energetic cords linking to each other. And some of them might be linking and curving over each other, but they're part of the same emotion. They might be trauma, anxiety, grief, doesn't matter. And what the effect of that is that we aren't healing and moving on. And we aren't letting go of that old paradigm, that old belief system, that old part of us that really is ready to go. It's ready to die off so that you can clear that spaghetti junction away from you. And then you've got this clear, open road onto which you can manifest, you can create the beautiful new beliefs, the beautiful new experiences that you've got coming to you based on your new paradigm, beliefs, thoughts, and knowledge. So, you know that your thoughts create your experience. You know that you're an unlimited, powerful being. You know that you are one with the universe. But then when you feel low and you feel negative, you don't know that at all. You forget it all. You just feel completely devastated, completely awful, completely useless, powerless, whatever. So imagine feeling that. I know I'm one with everything. I know that I'm powerful. I know that I can create what I want. I know that we can build our life, our world on love. Imagine knowing that every second of every day, right? Well, we're going to get as close as we can to that, because the more that we clear out these cords that are linking us to all these different things, then we have made space for those new paradigm beliefs in the unlimited, infinite nature of the universe and yourself and your spiritual being having a physical experience, and that you're here to fulfill your purpose, you've made room for that reality instead of the fear-based, victim-based, negative reality. So I'm not in any way dismissing or putting down any of the stuff that you've been through, and it's been hard, and it doesn't mean that we're going to stop having challenges, because we're always learning and growing. While we're here, that's what we're doing. But it does mean that you can let go of a whole lot of stuff that you don't have to be carrying around with you at this time. And as you let it go, that's going to have a ripple effect for you, your relationships, your family, even the new ones coming up, right? If you've got kids or you're going to have kids, you're clearing that karmic energy for all of them as well. But you're also doing it for humanity, because if I'm carrying grief, which I am, and you're carrying grief, everybody's carrying grief. That's an energy body that we are all hooked into. Now, if you and me and a few other people are letting go of that grief, we're letting go of the heaviness of it. We still miss our loved ones. As we let go of that hook and that cord inside of us, that energy dissipates, it transmutes, and the load lightens for everyone. So that means that you're having a ripple effect for the collective, for the planet. So doing this work for yourself is not just for you. It's not self-obsession. You're doing it for the greater good, for the highest good. And when you are coming from that place of love more often, in more time in your life, you are then creating more of the vibration of that frequency of love, unconditional love, forgiveness, peace, harmony for the planet. And isn't that what it's all about? Like, we're all raising our frequency, and we can't do it if we're not allowing all of our fellow humans to lift as well. So remember that old paradigm is old versions, old thoughts related to limitation, greed, fear, negativity, unworthiness. And new paradigm is remembering who you truly are, being fulfilled, walking your path, your soul path, living in your life purpose. So we're doing that. That's what's up at the moment. And the two archangels working with us are Metatron and Michael. There's other archangels as well. And I'm going to be tuning into them and I'm going to be doing 2 healings on Friday on the Awaken to Your Angels webinar. It's a 2-hour webinar. It's going to be Thursday night in Canada and the US, and it's Friday morning in Australia. So if you want to catch it live, you can, but if you sign up and you can't catch it live, you will get the replay the same day. So you can do these 2 powerful healings with me. I'm going to be doing this, clearing those cords, those pathways, allowing you to disconnect, unhook them. It's going to be an intensive healing working with the archangels, as well as tuning you into your angels, your guides, and the deceased loved ones who are with you, which is going to be immensely healing in itself, and teaching you how to connect with them, how to know who is with you and why, because you attract different angels and different guides depending on what you're going through in your life and what your purpose is and what your current life lesson is. I'm going to help you to get a connection with the lesson that you need to learn, to close the circle on some of those unhealed wounds that you have, so that once you've got the lesson, you go, okay, I don't need to keep revisiting it. You won't have the charge, the emotional charge in those cords that it's going to drag you down. It will just fall away. So that's what I'm going to be doing this week. It's Friday the 17th in Australia, 10 a.m. till 12 noon. It's 47 Australian dollars, about 25 British pounds, somewhere around 29 US dollars at the moment. And for this workshop, and I'm going to be teaching you lots of things that I teach in my bigger programs, which are obviously much more expensive. So come along to that if you're excited to do that healing work and to connect in with your angels and guides and just learn something new, learn a little bit more. I also want to remind you that we are still deep in the midst of this pandemic, and it doesn't matter. Every country is going through its own, they're at their own stage, but we're all in it together. So if you're feeling more tired, drained, fatigued, anxious, overwhelmed than usual, you're an empath, you're sensitive, you pick up on other people's stuff. You're picking up not just on your stuff and your close people's stuff, but the world. So go a bit easier on yourself. There is more fear around at this time. There's more anxiety. It feels harder. it's taking more from you. So please don't be hard on yourself, and recognize that that is what's going on, and start to plan your life around this at the moment. You don't have to keep goals every single day. You don't have to, I told myself I don't have to answer every email within 24 hours, because it's just, everything has just got that extra weight of stress on it at the moment because of that. So wherever you are in the world, bless yourself, listen to your soul, listen to your body, and really look after yourself, because the more you're topped up, the more love you're going to have to share with others. And we need you. We need you. So here are the cards finally that are for this week. And I'm going to put these up on the stories later so you can have a closer look at the cards. Archangel Power Tarot. What do the angels want us to know this week? This first card is perfect. It's like, have patience. You are on the right path. Use your spiritual tools. It's so easy to get triggered into fear and stress at the moment, isn't it? I've been guilty of it. And I've had to pull myself back and go, okay, use the spiritual tools, send love and light, ask for the angels' help, use the energy work that I've been teaching in all of these webinars. Recognize that you don't have to do everything by yourself. You have angels, you've got guides with you. That's what they're here for. You've got a spiritual team with you. But it's also saying, just go slow, have patience and wait, because things are going to come around faster than you think. Better things are coming faster than you think. But be conscious and aware. Tap into your soul. The second card, this is the guidance. So this is telling us, this is divine guidance. It's the Hierophant and it's Archangel Sandalphon. It's the number 5, which is the card of change. It's really telling us, tap into your guidance. Tap into your guidance. Spend a bit of time each day, even if it's only 5 minutes. You can spare that. Connecting with your soul. Ask to be connected with your angels and divine spirit, the universe. Ground yourself. Wait for the messages and the guidance to come through. You're going to make room. You're letting go of a lot at the moment. You're processing a lot. You're going to make room for the divine to pop in. If you just ignore your soul at the moment and just keep working and doing and ignoring that need to meditate and connect, you're opening the gateway for fear and worry and anxiety to just take up residence. So every time you do a little meditation, it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to sit in the perfect position with the perfect candle. Just sit with your hand on your heart and breathe. The angels literally said to me this morning, I went to the beach to meditate, and the angels said to me, breathe in and breathe out. And they've never done that with me before, because my mind was racing. Breathe in and breathe out. And I did that a few times, and then I dropped into it and I could feel the energy. That's all we have to do. We have to phone home. We have to make that connection. So connect with people that make you feel good. Connect with people that have got that higher vibration, whether it be on social media or you're having a cup of coffee with them. Make sure they're people that make you feel good. You can cancel that out if it just doesn't feel right at the moment. It's about surrounding yourself with the right energy. The outcome, look at this leap of faith and Archangel Metatron, yay. So this is saying, this is what's going to happen when you follow this guidance, is that you're going to be able to make a leap of faith into something that you love. It's like you suddenly get a phone call and it's the one you've been waiting for. You suddenly get an aha moment about what you want to do next. You suddenly realize, oh my gosh, I'm only that far away from meeting my dreams. So it's not about slogging and working hard and struggling. It's about letting go a little bit. You still got to keep going, keep stuff going. Letting go a little bit, creating a bit of space so that guidance can come in, so that opportunity can show up for you. Now, the words a leap of faith. Remember what they said earlier about we're taking a leap at the moment. We're about to leap out of one frequency into another. It's a good one. But it's also about following your dreams and following your heart. So this is the outcome for this week. Really look after yourself. Have a wonderful, beautiful week ahead. And don't forget the angel webinar, which is on Friday, Thursday night in the Northern Hemisphere. And you can go over to the link in my profile and check that out. See if it's something you'd like to do and sign up if you want to be there. Take care. Angel blessings.